Welcome to the Broadway Show. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
And I'm Paul Wontorek.
So the 2026 Tony Awards are here, and we're talking first-time nominees, which is always exciting.
Yeah, every year we gather an amazing group of first-time nominees, and this year they're all in the same category, Best Leading Actress in a Musical, an incredible group of women.
Yeah, we brought them here to the Grand Salon at the Waldorf Astoria Residences, New York, which is an incredible place, right? So, of course, there's a hotel, and people live here.
Yeah, Cole Porter lived here for 30 years and composed all of his hits on a Steinway piano that you can still see in the lobby. And not just that, Tamsin, in 1947, the very first Tony Awards ever happened here in the ballroom.
Now, here's my interview with Tony nominee Christiani Pitts. How does it feel? Because now you have met everybody in the category, first-timers. This is going to be like one of those things where you look back and maybe y'all are talking 5 and 10 years from now, too.
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking about all these women, too. And their journeys to this moment are so fascinating. We're new to the category, but we're not new to this business and to this craft, which I love, because you can look to your left and to your right, and you're like, oh, I loved you, and such, or like, I just love your dedication to the work. So I feel like that doesn't always happen. We're new to this, but we're all just so seasoned, you know what I mean?
Well, let's talk about it, season, because your journey I've followed for a very, very long time, and so it's exciting to be able to sit down next to you again where you are. I like that. Yes. What's it been like to get here in this show in particular?
Oh my goodness, it's very exciting. That just made me emotional because I'm thinking about the interview we did with I think it was Kong, and I was just so nervous.
At the theater.
Yes, and I remember just being trying so hard to be who I thought I was supposed to be. Yeah. And it feels so good to be in this moment now with this show where I am exactly who I am and I am where I'm supposed to be, and I just feel so settled. And the character I get to play, Robin, she's just so real, and she's so grounded in who she is, even though she's struggling to figure out what it is. But it just feels like the biggest blessing. Like the character and the person have met at such a really good time. Yeah.
Isn't it nice to be able to enjoy it?
Girl, it's so nice. It's so nice, especially because the day the nominations came out, I've never cried that hard. I was so emotional. So it feels good to have gotten that out, so that now I can just be super present and grateful. And
where were you when the nominations came out? Who'd you call first? Who'd you tell?
So I just dropped Zora off. I was leaving her pre-K, just walking minding my business. I thought I had time before the nominations. I didn't. So my phone started blowing up. I was just in the middle of the sidewalk, and I couldn't believe it. But again, that imposter syndrome. I had to get home. I had to sit. I had to read it with my own eyes. And then I called my mom and my dad.
Oh, I love that. What did they say? They had to be going crazy.
My mom was praying as if we were in church. I'm talking about hands up, just praying, thanking God, and crying. And my dad was just, his posture's just, he has a saying where he's like, I've broken my bra strap. He's just like this. And he was just so proud. And I think, my family, I've had this dream forever. And my family have always taken it serious for me. They've poured so much. So I think their tears was also just for them. Yeah. Oh my goodness, she's really doing it. I think they were just so proud of me, and they probably thank God that all the times I made them do shows in the basement have paid off.
Let's talk about the show. There's something special about it. There's no question in who you are in it, but it's really an intimate performance. And then is there something that surprises you every night, or you look forward to every night when you're up there, that you find something different in every night?
I do. The show is definitely slightly different every night because the audience is the third character. And it's the holding for laughs or holding for moments of the gasping and things like that. But I think my favorite is something, I don't want to give it away, but something happens in our show and everybody gasps, and it cracks me up because I'm like, we all know this is pretend. All of us know this is pretend, but we're all so in it that we have this huge reaction that I don't know, it feels like community. Like we're all in this together. Yeah. We're all on this journey together. Y'all are rooting for us.
Yes.
So I think that singular moment is probably my favorite.
Well, it certainly is a nice parallel to where you are right now. All of us rooting for you, and this is an exciting time for everybody.
Yes,
and I love seeing all of you sit down together as first timers, and I think that was a really beautiful moment.
Yeah, it was, and it's also again, I've looked up to these. I love their careers. I love their work. Before these things happen, you're like, how am I gonna be? Am I gonna be regular? And then you sit down and you're like, oh no, we're all in this together. We're all on this journey together, and it's a celebration first. And like Casey said so beautifully, I think everything else is just icing.
Yes, it is.
But this is just like a fabulous celebration.
On the cake. Oh, what the
That was
things I
good.
do for you.
That was good. Oh!
Thanks so much again to the Waldorf Astoria Residences New York for having us during this exciting Tony time.